Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here, and today we're looking at Alpha Flight number 5 through 8 by Byrne. Alright guys, so if you're reading X-Men Elsewhere, Byrne's fan fiction, basically picking up where he would have taken the X-Men had he not left the book and had he done it all on his own. It's fantastic, it's free, it's available on his forum, byrnerobotics.com, under fanfiction. You have to read it. So in the latest issue, number 23, we've just seen the return of Alpha Flight, the moment I've been waiting for. It's only one page so far, and only Heather, Mac, and Shaman are on it, but it's enough to tease me and make me happy and whet my appetite, and enough to make me revisit some of these early issues of Byrne. So I just did 1 through 4, so I thought I'd do 5 through 8 now, and you know, there's only 28 of the Holy Grail in the Byrne run on Alpha Flight, so we have to appreciate it. And I liked it. It was a team book, but very different. Like, they only got together when it was necessary for big adventures, which I thought made them kind of different. A little kooky, like sort of Twin Peaksy meets Stephen King with soap opera and superhero. I liked it. Not everybody's cup of tea, but so much fun. The art was mostly all Byrne, and let's just take a gander through some of these issues here. So this is like the first kind of solo issue that he did after getting the team going. This is like a focus on Puck. I absolutely love this cover. There's so much to love about it. It's all Byrne. Like, Byrne is so good at doing this sort of like drawing 100 images of a person to demonstrate movement. It's very animated. I love how it utilizes like the corner box. Like, if that's been done before, it's very unique. And so this is just a great cover. And I love that also it has like Puck, but he's very hairy, so like there's hair all over the Puck, so that's just fun. So, oh yeah, we start in the hospital after Marina almost disemboweled him for some strange reason, fighting off her, savage side, I guess. So funny. Byrne, story and art. Tom Orzechowski, lettering. Andy Yonkis, coloring. Byrne, pencil, writing, and inks. My favorite combination. It's funny. I love these nurses with their very dated, like, outfits with the hats with the crosses on them. And all the Judd is just flirting with all the nurses. They love him. Saturday morning cartoon ad. I love it. Remember Rubik, the amazing cube cartoon? I'm sure nobody does, but me and my brother and sister just loved all the Saturday morning cartoons, so I'm sure we watched all of that crap. And when I say crap, I'm sure it was total crap. Anyway, oh my god, I love the Byrne inks here with the cross hatching, and some things like that are just so distinctly Byrne, like you pick up on him right away. I love his hatching style, and just his inks, the way he does reflections and metal. It's fun. He's always, look at all this like crazy perspective. It's like you're always getting these worm eye views, and which is funny because it's like a diminutive character, so. And also, I like how Byrne always draws, like, interesting looking, normal people or whatever. They always have facial hair or long hair or, quirky clothes or quirky hairdos like that. So he's always thinking like a director. I feel like, that's part of it, the storytelling. It's like casting the parts correctly. And that is some major leg hair there. This is Byrne penciling and inking, and I just love the art. I think it looks great. This is such a great time in Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, the Mr. T cartoon, the Smurfs, Hulk and Spider-Man and his amazing friends, Thunder the Barbarian, the Chipmunks. It doesn't get much better than that. And this is when Alpha Flight was doing like the backup features. I guess this is a Shaman story in the back. Oh, young Elizabeth, 2 young men who had become talisman, I guess. One of my favorite Alphans. It's funny because Byrne you know, started with the core team, introduced Marina and Puck in the first, you know, story, and then sort of added Talisman and also Box, who were also great additions to the team. So it's funny, I don't feel like there were any misses with Byrne's Alpha Flight. Love this art here for this Defenders ad. That is so cool. But anyway, so here comes the controversial issue 6, Snowblind. People complained their asses off about this because there's several blank pages in it. It's funny because this is Assistant Editors Month. This is notoriously like when the editors are off to some meeting or whatever, so the assistant editors are in charge and the creative teams like try to pull one over on them as if the substitute teacher were taking place. I don't know, it felt like an inside joke stunt that we weren't a part of, so it was always kind of weird to me. But anyway, like, I don't know, lose-lose for the reader if something wacky happens in your book. Anyway, I love this opening page. Byrne just always draws just like great, you know. It looks like the opening sequence for like a dramatic, I don't know, court drama or something like that. It's fun. I loved Alpha Flight so much. Like, it just gave me an interest in Canada and an affection for Canada that has stuck with me my entire life. So I think that shows the importance of like diversity and inclusiveness in comic books. You know, I was just watching Luca on Pixar, and it takes place in Italy, and it just like made it so magical and beautiful. Like, it just makes you want to transport there. Speaking of magical and beautiful, well, I'm just loving all of Byrne's art here. I love his technique and style at the time. It was kind of like similar to when he was penciling and inking Fantastic Four, and I think this is like 1983, 84, so it's definitely, here's these blank pages of Snowbird fighting in a snowstorm, and it's like, on one hand, it's like, are you a genius? Are you lazy? Are you, like, and apparently he got paid his full page rate for these pages because it was part of the storytelling. Hey, props to him for that. Could you imagine? This has to be the least expensive original art of John Byrne's career, but it probably still goes for a lot of money knowing him. Especially this page here with like just the rubble finally coming into view. I have to say, if you're gonna go like 6 pages of blank white, then this is how you come back with like all the detail in this rubble, which Byrne notoriously calls argle bargle. I think that's him or Perez. Maybe also, it sounds more Byrne to me than Perez, but I love Snowbird. I think she's a great character, such a great design. A little Storm-esque, but in a good way. Crystar, that didn't quite catch on like how they thought it was going to. These little backup stories with the origins of the other members of Alpha Flight. Since it was kind of an odd team book in that I feel like they would get together when they had to, and otherwise it was kind of just like their solo adventures. But I always appreciate a good origin story. And more exciting, we finally get to issue 7 with my favorites, the twins, focusing on the twins here. Aurora with her split personality. She's the school marm Catholics teacher, Jean-Marie, and then her superhero persona, Aurora, is feisty and wild and at odds with Jean Paul. So I always found that was pretty interesting. I forgot exactly what his stance on it now is, but I feel like it's different. And he feels like he wouldn't have focused so much on the split personality for some reason. But hey, maybe you can Google that or something. I'm not quoting any of that. But all I know is I love the characters of Northstar and Aurora, and only under Byrne though. Like, I don't know, like anyone else after Byrne just felt like taking a big flamethrower to Alpha Flight and everything he created, or I just felt like nobody got like where it should be going, or what it should be doing. I said Aurora was so pretty. I love their hair. It's supposed to be shiny black, so that's like highlights, as explained by Byrne. Is an interesting character, deadly earnest. He would just touch your face and boom, you're dead. Just like that. Snowbird's origin. This is very pretty Byrne art. This is reminding me of his critical error story. Just like almost like heavy metal style art. Just a lot of great pen. I would love to see this art in person. Just like the line weight is just like, you can definitely see like the artistry and the line weight and the pen work. And I think that, you know, Byrne's experimented with his pens and his inks and his brushes over the years, and mostly to good effect, I feel, but this was a highlight for me. I just really love the way the art looks in that. So we're gonna look at one more, the conclusion to the Deadly Earnest storyline. It's so funny because someone had pointed out to me that Alpha Flight 7 was like a pretty boring cover as their first issue of Alpha Flight, and they always found it boring because of that, so whatever. And this is actually not the most exciting cover, but I remember loving this cover so much. This is like the perfect like John Byrne face right here. Part of why I love the twins so much. They look so cool there. I love the art, and this is just John Byrne perfection. And look at that great shot of North Star. I'm sure this picture has been used a million times. John Byrne penciling and inking with Andy Yonkis coloring. Michael Higgins now lettering. I just think Alpha Flight and all their costumes are so well designed and so cool. And I really want to see an Alpha Flight movie. I want to see a John Byrne artist edition from IDW. If you're listening, anyone who can make that happen. I would just love to see this art in all its glory in black and white. I love Aurora. I can't explain why I love the twins so much. I just love the dynamic between them. I love their design. I love their like little details where they're slightly impish, like with their pointed ears, later to be exploited by Bill Mantlo, turning them into elves, which was such a huge mistake. I would like get rid of so many things. I would love to do like Alpha Flight Elsewhere and just pick up with issue 29. It's been tried to be done, but that would be a great series. I don't know. I think I overestimate the popularity of the Alpha Flight. I feel like even when I do videos on Alpha Flight, my Byrne videos do the best, but I feel like the Alpha Flight videos are a little less, and I don't know. I don't know if they're polarizing or divisive. I love it. I have such a great nostalgia for it. I mean, it was like definitely like Marvel fever for me at the time, and anything John Byrne touched was amazing, and Alpha Flight just was my jam. And I love it. I love the art. I love the characters. I love the storylines. I love everything about it. I love these little backup stories. I love that outfit on Snowbird. So very like 70s John Byrne hippie. His use of silhouettes and that good space is so cool. I love the juxtaposition of the black silhouettes, the white silhouettes there. John Byrne being arty when you least expect it. Such a great image here. This was turned into a t-shirt, which I had, which I wish I still had. I wore the crap out of it. I loved it so much. I love Alpha Flight. So happy to see them returning to the pages of X-Men Elsewhere on John Byrne's forum, free fan fiction, ByrneRobotics.com. Check it out if you haven't. Thanks for going down a little Alpha Flight memory lane trip with me. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit subscribe, share my content, and I'll bring you some more soon. All right, thanks guys.